Hey, good evening, everybody. Sammy Thunder here. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been few and far between on these videos, but I wanted to upload a video tonight while I still had the opportunity. This past weekend, I got a chance to spend some time in Maryland, a 4-day weekend, and I waited for this weekend to be able to have the opportunity to check out all of my favorite places to visit. Um, when I first got down there, Friday, I got a chance to visit House of Cards in Silver Spring, Maryland. It is one of my favorite shops to visit when I leave the state because of their huge inventory of vintage baseball cards and basketball while we're at it. And so when you visit the shop, you are introduced to a number of display cases that have great deals, 50% off card on vintage stars and Hall of Famers. Most of the stuff in that low grade case is low grade vintage, so if that doesn't bother you, you'll find great deals there. Additionally, you'll find some really mid to high grade stuff in the display cases. I saw a lot of great Willie Mays cards, Mickey Mantle, Clemente. I mean, the list goes on and on. And then there was another display case which had probably the best quality vintage. Every time I'm there, I see this 69 Seaver, which I already have one, so I don't really have a reason to get another one, but it always catches my eye for $35, which I think is a very fair price for a mid to high grade Seaver. Where that would be his third year card, if I'm not mistaken. But I did pick up some great stuff there. It was great shop. I spent about $60 at House of Cards, and I got some great deals. As some of y'all may know, I am working on my New York Giants Topps 1954 set, and got the two big hitters in Willie Mays and Monty Irving. But now I'm working on getting the rest of the set together, and for the most part, I've been finding it to be a bit of a struggle because the prices that some of these card shops and other shows that I've gone to are just for very low grade versions of these cards are just astounding. Asking prices anywhere between like $15 and $20 a card, which is a bit way out of my range for that condition. If I'm going to pay $15-$20 for 1954 commons, I expect them to be, pristine, pretty good condition. Nevertheless, out of the $60, some of those cards were some of those New York Giants, which I will show you shortly. But there was plenty to look around. If you're ever in that area, in the Silver Spring, Maryland area, I'd highly recommend checking it out. House of Cards, just a wide variety of vintage, and there are some modern, but I think this place is especially geared towards vintage collectors, and you'll find some great deals there. Throughout the weekend, I also went to Frederick, Maryland, went to an antique shop called Old Glory. Been there a number of times. Their vintage selection, they had a vendor with vintage baseball cards, and for the most part, they were either on point for prices or just a little bit over. This time around, the setup was a little out of whack. It looked like things were being rearranged or moved around, so it didn't really have a good chance to explore too much. The antique store kind of just they had other vendors that had some vintage stuff, but nothing that caught my eye, so I didn't really get anything there. But the fun part about Frederick was that we were there for a high bicycle race, and I got some footage of that, which is really cool. Apparently, in Frederick, Maryland, on a yearly basis, they have a national high bicycle race. Like you can imagine those high bicycles that people rode in the early 20th century. That's kind of what was happening, and there were people dressed up and getting really into it, and the the city of Frederick really got behind all of these people from all over the world that were kind of racing in a loop essentially. And on Sunday, I got a chance to go to this flea market that I've been to once before, called Jason Sports Cards in York, Pennsylvania. It's about an hour drive outside of where we were staying, and Made some deals there. Spent about $130 on some cards there, 135 actually, on a huge range of 59 cards 1959 cards I've been looking to add. Jason Sports Cards is in the middle of a flea market, indoors, and just a huge inventory of vintage. Great deals. Pretty much dollar cards on a mix of really poor condition 59s and some really good ones. And so they're all dollar cards. So they're mostly, I would say, they're no high numbers really. I think the highest number went up to is about 500. So we're talking about like low numbered commons that range from really poor condition to probably near mint. So I was able to make a nice dent on my 59 set this weekend. Jason is a fair price. Is a fair price vendor. Has a lot of great cards. I'm going to show everything. So, but I wanted to kind of give you some footage as far as what his situation looked like, what his vendor setup looked like, and so he had a huge box of vintage that were $1. He also had some semi-stars and all-stars and Hall of Famers locked away in like a little cage that he had, and so he let me look through that. And then he also had this really cool thing. He had like a display case full of great, like just unbelievable cards. Topps 57 Maze, Topps 57 Mantle, 69 Maze, 69 Mantle. I mean, just the list goes on. There's just a lot that you can look through, and the prices I think were pretty reasonable. And I definitely took away one Superstar Hall of Famer card from the 57 set. I wanted to make sure I got it because I thought the condition of it was really nice, and I got a really great deal on the price. I separated the two store purchases into piles, so I'm going to show you the first, which is the House of Cards in Silver Spring, Maryland. This is what I spent $60 on, and I think I came away really well on that. The first two cards I'm going to show you alone probably make out, the prices on these are probably like $20 to $30 because they're not marked. What we have here is the Topps 1959 Milwaukee Braves card, and this one looks to be in like pretty near mint condition. Centering is pretty on point. The corners are maybe a little touched up, but nothing really significant. On the back, as I mentioned before, clean, no checks. And so this, obviously the Milwaukee Braves, Hank Aaron, Ed Matthews, just to name a few. And so pretty amazing, and this card cost me $5. We have the Cleveland Indians team card. So this one also cost me $5, pretty much $15 for the three I'm about to show you. So this one's off center, but I didn't mind paying that because I think this card, when they're not checked, and the condition that it's in, $5 is a fair price for these. Then finally, out of the last $5 card from this was the run preventers, McDougal, Turley, and Richardson. So they're not superstars, but they are stars during those days. And this card is also in great shape, great condition. So $5, $15 for these three, I thought was very fair. Now we're gonna get into the low grade stuff that I picked up. So I'll show you let me separate some of these if I can. Okay. So the next set of cards that I needed, this one was $3. The K-Line Maxwell Pitchers Beware. I thought this was really cool. I needed this for the set. It is creased, but these sort of cards I'm not as... obviously this K-Line being a Hall of Famer, I'm not as critical about these cards being in near mint, this one's probably going to be good, very good maybe. And so, but it's a beautiful looking card. I love the pink and the red. It's an interesting combination of the colors, but for $3, this card is normally probably like a $25 to $30 card. To get, practically 90% off, that's fine with me. Next card up is the Washington Senators card. This one is a low grade for $2. I'm not going to turn that down. Not marked on the back either, except the stain, but I am perfectly okay with paying $2 for that. Chicago White Sox, this one has a crease right here, but other than that, not marked. That's critical for me. I'd like to have my checklist clean. And so these are the ones that were 50% off in those boxes I was talking about. So we got a Wally Moon card for $5. with the famous unibrow Wally was known for. You got a Norm Cash rookie card, which I've been trying to find one. This is a low grade for 15 bucks. Fair price for that. I've seen these go for 50. So very, very good deal there. Here we have the Stan Musial Baseball Thrills. This one is paper loss. I got this one for 5 bucks. Probably, I think it's pretty fair for the price. Paper loss in the front and the back. And again, this is going to go into a binder, so, all good with that. Here we have a Felipe Alou rookie card for $7.50. This one I think looks like it has a crease over here. But for me, my 59 set is going to be a mix of high grade and low grade. So again, completely cool with that. I mean, as you can see, the Bob Gibson is a 3, so it's my low grade. Mickey Mantle is kind of like a mid grade. So that kind of runs all over. So that's the first half. This is my 59 edition that I added. And here we have the 54. This one I was really excited about because I paid probably, I don't know, 10, 15 bucks for all of these. And this is what I was talking about. Like these cards and shows, and even worse condition than I'm going to have to show you, went for like 15 bucks a card. So like here's the first one. Now you're going to see like here's the Hoyt Wilhelm card. Now the reason why it's only 3 bucks is because it has a little pinhole here. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm not going to grade this card. I just want to have it in the set that I'm building for the New York Giants. So I'm okay with that. And, other than that, the card's in great shape. Very nice shape for $3. I'm okay with that. Got a Don Mueller for $2. Same sort of situation. It has that pinhole on the top. And it looks like it might have some writing on it as well, which I didn't notice. But, again, it's a common. I wouldn't do that with a Willie Mays or Monty Irvin, but for these cards, I'm okay with that. This was $1 Hank Thompson card. Any of the cards that are in the Ultra Pros, these were $1 a piece. Got Jim Rhodes for $2. This one actually has no pinhole to it, as far as I can tell. And so for $3, I thought this was a nice price because these cards I've seen Jim Rhodes go for like 10, 15. Here's a Wes Westrom for $1. This one has the pinhole. I'm guessing whoever had this, pinned it to their wall or like some sort of board. Here we have a Ruben Gomez rookie card. Same thing. This has 2 pinholes. This was $1. Here's a Don Little rookie card, $2. This one's actually this one's in very nice shape. And it looks like I bought 2 Hank Thompson's cards by accident, but this was only $2, and this one doesn't have the pinhole to it, so it's nice. So altogether, between all these cards, I paid. Came out to like 67, but paid Steve, I guess one of the shop owners, gave it to me for $60 for paying cash. So this is awesome. Made a nice dent. Got some key cards like the Felipe Alou rookie card, Norm Cash rookie. A lot of the team cards I really needed. Here's a Al Kaline low grade that I needed. So especially the Milwaukee Braves one for $5. I mean I was expecting to pay 10, but that was really cool of the owner to give it to me for 5. So as I just mentioned, the next shop was the Flea Market out in York, Pennsylvania. I think it's called Morning Sun Market if y'all want to check it out. Jason's there every Saturday and Sunday and has really nice deals on some vintage. And if you're looking to build sets, he's the perfect person to check out. So this way, here at this stack, I paid altogether $135. And I'll show you some of this stuff here. Some of the stuff I'm going to be doing a giveaway on because I picked out some cards I think y'all would enjoy. But here's the first one, which is a Topps 1970 Tall Boy of Wes Unseld, Hall of Famer. I didn't have this card. He had $7 on it, but he gave this to me for $5 because that also included the rookie card of Cazzie Russell. Not a Hall of Famer, college Hall of Famer, but not an NBA Hall of Famer, but very good player in his day. These cards are becoming more difficult to find. This is the Topps 1969 Cazzie Russell. So for both of these were $10. Here we have a Moses Malone rookie card from I want to say this is 1975 or 76. This one he had 30, gave it to me for $20. And making some more dents to the 70 to the 59 set. Got an early win. This one he was asking 12, got it for 10. And this was the star card I picked up, the Duke Snyder 57. Couldn't afford to get the Maze. He was asking 400 for that. I'm gonna wait and to see if I can get a Maze at the National next week. But he was asking 100. This one was in really nice shape. This has a small ding on this corner, but otherwise the centering on this is pretty nice. And so I got this one for 80. Gave this to me for $80. I do plan on sending this in for grading. Hopefully I can get a 6, but we'll see. And here's some additional cards I got for $1. Here's a George Scott second year card from the 67 set. Not a Hall of Famer, but for $1, it's a very nice card. This one I was surprised to see only go for $1. The Willie Stargell, Don Clendenin, Pittsburgh Power. Nice card for $1. Low grade, but still nice. Here we have ourselves a 1964, I believe. Yeah, I think it's 64 San Francisco Giants team card. Low grade, but for $1, I'm not going to say no. And here's another one for the Milwaukee Braves. You know, it has Hank Aaron in it. It's Ed Matthews, so some key names. Here we have a Denny McClain's 1970 card for $1. Pretty nice shape, too. Not bad. And here's a 68 Don Sutton, terribly centered. But for $1, I was okay with that. And finally, 2 more cards for the $1 pile. We got Carlton Fisk, 78, and a Tom Seaver Record Breakers for 76. Both $1 a piece. So not bad. Now to get to some of these these are all $1. Just adding more to the 59 set. Here we have Mickey Vernon, I think it is. Mickey Vernon for $1. So like I said, this was kind of like a grab bag mixed grades. Some were better than others. Hal Narrigan, this one was pretty nice for $1. Ted Lepscio for $1. Ray Jablonski for $1. Vic Power. He's a semi-star in his day, I think, Vic Power. Earl Torgerson. Got Eddie Mixus. Ray Boone for $1. Frank Balling for $1. And Alex Grammis for $1. So got a nice mix. Made quite a dent on the 54 team set for the Giants, as well as the 59 set. And altogether, I think I came away with $195 spent, just under the $200 budget that I anticipated. And so again, star cards. Got the Duke Snyder, which I'll send in for grading for $80. Here's a Moses Malone rookie, which I thought was a nice price, $20. I've seen these go for as much as 60 as it's listed here, and some other ones as well. But the Norm Cash. Yeah, the Norm Cash rookie card. It's not a Hall of Famer, but this card is tough to find for the $15 that I paid for, which I think was nicely priced. Wes Unseld for $5. So altogether, I think it was a lot of fun making some set dents that I set out to do. No pun intended. And some superstar cards that I found. So that about does it for today. Got some stuff coming up. Plan on doing something with COG Sports Cards, buying one of those sportscards.com boxes. I think I'm going to be doing a 1970 box break at some point with them, doing a live stream at some point with them. And the National is in a week, little under 2 weeks away. Plan on going for that Friday. And next week, I'll probably do something else. Maybe on a Sunday, I'll check out a flea market or a card show and try to keep a budget of like $100 or something like that, see what I can find. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll try to do more videos going forward. Just have a lot going on right now. But thank you so much for watching. I plan on doing a giveaway. I may pick out some of the cards that I have from my purchases this weekend. I might include it in the giveaway, so be on the lookout for that. And as always, if you're new, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I want to say thank you again. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening and take care.